What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. We're here going through the next top 10 ranked fighters in UFC 4 from 40 to 31. So let's start with 40. We will have screenshots up on screen of some of the player models as they shoot another 4 like they did last time. So in 40th place, we have got Covington. It does say he's a female bantamweight, which is odd, but he's not. He's a welterweight. His overall is a 4.5 stars with a 3.5 stand-up, a 4.5 grapple, and a 5-star health. Personally, I would give him a 5 grapple and a 4.5 health. People say the stand-up deserves to be a bit better, but just for the grapple and health thing, I'd say swap those two around. I think other than that, it's okay. I hate Kobe. I hate him, but his stats deserve to be better. Next up at 39 is the former bantamweight champion of the world, Holm, with a 4.5 star overall, a 4.5 stand-up, a 3.5 grapple, and a 5-star health. Personally, if it was a couple of years ago, I would have said a 5-star stand-up because she's a world-class boxer. But her latest performances have not been great, which is why I don't even think she deserves a 5-star health. I would give her a 4.5 in my opinion after she was finished by, I think, Nunes. But other than that, it seems pretty even. You know, they haven't stuck onto how she used to be. They're rating her how she is now, and she's not showing her world-class boxing skills at the moment, in my opinion. Next up is 38 ranked Jacare Souza in the middleweight division. He's 4.5 overall, a 4-star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. He is still a major threat in the middleweight division, as we all know. He was almost the boogeyman at one point. People didn't want to fight him, but, you know, he obviously lost to Whitaker, and since then, I would say these stats make sense. You know, not great anything, but I would say he deserves a 5-star grapple. But in my opinion, these are all pretty good stats for someone as skilled as Jacare, not being a champion in the UFC so far in his career anyways. But overall for 38th ranked, I'd say that's still pretty good stats. Next up is 37th ranked flyweight Joseph Benavidez, the first flyweight I've had on the list, with a 4.5 star overall, a 4.5 star stand-up, a 4-star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. Sad that he's never been able to become a UFC champion just yet. I think these stats make sense because he's never excelled at anything. Personally, after his last 2 fights, I would put his health down to 4 stars because, you know, he took 1 shot and that was it. I mean, he was getting beaten up quite badly. But I don't want to be too mean to Benavidez because he is, in my opinion, a future Hall of Famer. And he's always been an exciting one to watch in the flyweight division. Next up, we've got 3. You heard me right, guys. 3 heavyweights in a row. At 36th ranked, we have Cain Velasquez with a 4.5 star overall, a 4-star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. I'm biased because I really like Cain Velasquez. I loved him back in the day and I love him now. It's sad to see him lose, but these stats make sense. I would want to give him a 5-star stand-up and a 5-star health, but unfortunately that's just not the way it is anymore. He's not what he used to be, and I have to put my own bias aside and say, you know what, these stats make sense for the 36th ranked fighter, and I think like the 3rd heavyweight in the list so far. So it all makes sense. It's just sad to see because I like Cain a lot. Next up at rank 35, we're halfway through the list, guys. We have got the Reem, Alistair Overeem. Unfortunately, yes, they have given him a glass chin in this game with a 5-star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4-star health. That chin is always going to be a threat when you play as Overeem, but the 5-star stand-up is lethal. I think he is only the 2nd 5-star stand-up we've had underneath Rumble Johnson. So Alistair Overeem is going to be so much fun to play as, so dangerous, but unfortunately that chin is always going to be a risk when you play as Overeem. I'm a big fan of Overeem, and I think these stats are perfectly spot on for his skill set recently. Next up at rank 34, which people don't agree with, but that's how they've ranked it, is Curtis Razor Blaydes. Recently beaten Alistair Overeem, so it makes sense he's above Overeem, with a 4.5 star overall, a 4-star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. It's odd they gave him the same stars as Overeem for grapple, as he did take as he took Alistair Overeem down and ground and pounded him into oblivion. I thought he would deserve a 5-star grapple, but if they're not giving it to Kobe, they can't give it to Curtis Blaydes. So I suppose that makes sense because in my opinion, Kobe has got better grappling than Curtis Blaydes. Next up at rank 33, possibly the next title challenger for the bantamweight title, Aljamain Sterling, with a 4.5 star overall, a 4-star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. It will be interesting to compare this guy to Magic Man Moraes and Petr Yan, as Moraes beat him and Yan is currently the champion of his weight class. But in my opinion, Sterling's stats are pretty fair. I would have given him a 4.5 star across the board, but to give him 4-star stand-up, 4.5 star grapple, 4.5 star health, all seems pretty fair and even for me. Next up at rank 32, the former strawweight champion Jessica Andrade, 4.5 star overall, 4-star stand-up, 4.5 grapple, and 4.5 health. These are exactly the same as Sterling, but I completely agree. She has been finished. Her grappling is fantastic. Her stand-up is pretty good, but obviously it's not as good as fighters like Rose Namajunas and Wei Ling. Is that how you pronounce her name? I'm sorry, I suck at pronouncing her name, but I love her. The current strawweight champion. I love her, but I can never pronounce her name. So far, these stats make sense, but I'm looking forward to comparing her to Rose and other great strawweights we have at the moment. Next up is 31st ranked 40-year-old middleweight contender Yoel Soldier of God Romero. You guys all want to see his model. We want to know what he looks like in this game, and his stats, I would say, are perfect. They have nailed him. That is a 4.5 star overall, a 4.5 star stand-up, a 4.5 star grapple, and a 4.5 star health. I agree with that. He's not 5-star in anything, but he sure as hell is not 4-star in anything. He deserves that ranking across the board. And for the 31st ranked fighter, I'd say that's pretty damn fair. So just to recap, guys, from 40 all the way down to 31 in order, it was Colby Covington, Holly Holm, Jacare Souza, Joseph Benavidez, Cain Velasquez, Alistair Overeem, Curtis Blaydes, Aljamain Sterling, Jessica Andrade, and Yoel Romero. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. We now have the top 19 fighters. Or is it the top 20? No, it would be the top 19 because we don't have the 30th. Hopefully in 2 days time from this video, so not tomorrow, the day after, we will have the next 10, which I will make another video on for you guys. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for the support on these videos as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.